I thought I was prepared for Nigeria, but my first meal completely shocked me. Today, you will improve your English by discovering the real culture of Nigeria with me. Hello and welcome. This is an English story for beginner and intermediate learners. I will speak in slow and clear English to help you understand. In this video, you will learn about my cultural shocks while traveling through more than 5 states in Nigeria. First, you will hear the complete story in English. Then, we will review the story with English and Spanish text together. After that, we will learn key vocabulary and a useful expression. Finally, we will have some questions to check your understanding. Let's begin. My journey began with a flight into Lagos, a city buzzing with incredible energy. I was excited and a little nervous. I had read books and watched videos, but nothing prepares you for the real experience. I planned to travel from the southwest in Lagos, through the Middle Belt, and up to the north. My goal was to see the diversity of this huge country. My first cultural shock happened almost immediately, and it was about food. I went to a local restaurant in Ibadan, Oyo State. I ordered a famous dish called umwa. When it arrived, it came in a bowl with a thick, dark paste and a rich soup. I looked for a fork or a spoon, but there was none. The man next to me smiled and showed me how to eat with my right hand. He explained that swallow foods are eaten by hand. It felt strange at first, but it was also a very connecting experience. The food was delicious. The second shock was the importance of greetings. In Yoruba culture, respect for elders is paramount. I saw young men prostrating, lying flat on the ground, to greet elders. Young women would kneel. It wasn't just a quick hello, it was a deep sign of respect and hierarchy. I was taken aback by this. In my culture, a handshake is normal for everyone. Here, greetings were a serious and beautiful ritual that showed the strong community bonds. My third shock was the concept of time. I was invited to a wedding that was supposed to start at 1 p.m. I arrived at 12:50 p.m. to be polite. The venue was almost empty. I was confused. The event actually started closer to 3 p.m. I learned about African time. It's not about being late or disrespectful. It's a more flexible and relaxed approach to time, where relationships and events are more important than a strict schedule. It took me a while to get used to it. The fourth shock was the language maze. Nigeria has over 500 languages. English is the official language, but Nigerian Pidgin is spoken by almost everyone. As I traveled north to Kaduna and Kano, I heard Hausa everywhere. In the southeast, it was Igbo. In one conversation, a person could switch between English, Pidgin, and their local tongue. It was fascinating but also challenging. I learned some basic Pidgin phrases like, how you day, which means, how are you, and it helped me connect with people. My final major shock was the hustle culture, especially in Lagos. The energy is non-stop. Everyone is an entrepreneur. People are selling things in traffic, markets are open late, and there is a constant sense of movement and ambition. It's not just a job, it's a mindset of survival, creativity, and drive. It was intense and a bit chaotic, but also incredibly inspiring to see so much determination. In the end, these cultural shocks were the best part of my trip. They pushed me out of my comfort zone and taught me that there are many different ways to live, eat, and communicate. Nigeria is not just one story, it's thousands of stories, coexisting in one beautiful, complex, and welcoming country. My journey through its states showed me the true meaning of unity in diversity. Great! Now, let's review the story with English and Spanish text to help you understand better. My journey began with a flight into Lagos, a city buzzing with incredible energy. Mi viaje comenzó con un vuelo a Lagos, una ciudad vibrante con una energía increíble. My first cultural shock was about food. I looked for a fork or a spoon, but there was none. Mi primer choque cultural fue sobre la comida. Busqué un tenedor o una cuchara, pero no había ninguno. The second shock was the importance of greetings. I saw young men prostrating, to greet elders. El segundo choque fue la importancia de los saludos. Vi a hombres jóvenes postrarse, para saludar a los mayores. My third shock was the concept of time. It's a more flexible and relaxed approach to time. Mi tercer choque fue el concepto del tiempo. Es un enfoque más flexible y relajado del tiempo. The fourth shock was the language maze. Nigerian Pidgin is spoken by almost everyone. El cuarto choque fue el laberinto de idiomas. Casi todo el mundo habla pi nigeriano. My final major shock was the hustle culture. Everyone is an entrepreneur. Mi último gran choque fue la cultura del hustle, ajetreo. Todo el mundo es un emprendedor. Now let's learn some key vocabulary from the story. Cultural shock. This is the feeling of confusion or surprise when you experience a new and different culture. Paramount. This means something is more important than anything else. In the story, respect for elders is paramount. Prostrating. This is the action of lying stretched out on the ground with one's face downward, as a sign of respect or worship. Hustle. This word describes busy movement and activity, often related to working hard to make money. Now for our useful expression of the day. The expression is, to be taken aback. This means to be very surprised or shocked by something. For example, in the story I said, I was taken aback by this. It means I was very surprised by the way people greeted elders. You can use it to talk about any surprising situation. Excellent. Now it's time for a small quiz to check your understanding. I will ask a question, pause for a few seconds, and then give the answer. Question 1. What was the narrator's first cultural shock in Nigeria? The answer is, his first cultural shock was about food etiquette, specifically learning to eat, swallow food, with his hands instead of cutlery. Question 2. What does African time refer to in the story? The answer is, it refers to a more flexible and relaxed approach to time, where strict schedules are less important than relationships and the event itself. Question 3. What is Nigerian Pidgin? The answer is, it's a language based on English that is spoken by almost everyone in Nigeria, helping to connect people who speak different local languages. Q1. What was the narrator's first cultural shock? A. The food etiquette, learning to eat with his hands. P1. ¿Cuál fue el primer choque cultural del narrador? R. La etiqueta en la comida, aprender a comer con las manos. Q2. What does African time refer to? A. A more flexible and relaxed approach to time. P2. ¿A qué se refiere el tiempo africano? R. A un enfoque más flexible y relajado del tiempo. Congratulations on finishing the lesson. Did you enjoy this story about Nigeria? If you learned something new, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more English stories. It really helps us a lot. And now, a question for you, which cultural shock from the story surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.